Welcome back to NFL season. Today we got to talk about Saquon Barkley and the standoff with the New York Giants right now. They'll be going into training camp by July the 17th, which is a little over a month away. But he's preparing to hold out if they can't come to some sort of agreement. They franchise tagged him not long ago just to prevent him from hitting the open market. Now, it's reported that the Giants offered him $14 million per season, like during the season last year, towards the end of the season or whatever, and he turned that down. That would have made him the third highest paid running back in the entire league. Christian McCaffrey is the highest paid, but that would have made him third, right? And so when Saquon was talking to ESPN, this is what he had to say. I think they're open to talking. I'm open to talking. I think at the end of the day, if you break it down and look at it as a whole, there is no rush. There's still time on the table to get to July 17th. July 17th is not tomorrow. It's not in a week. That is how I look at it. Maybe that's a naive way to look at it. I could be completely wrong. But for me, that's how I look at it. I could be completely wrong. Hopefully. I trust in the Giants that we could get something done. And Saquon, he spoke with ESPN on the day, and this is what he had to say.
Saquon, quick question about the market for running backs. Do you think maybe, in the next collective bargaining or something that the union and the owners can come together and find something that works out better for running backs? Because it seems like a lot of guys are just not being paid at the value that they need to be paid.
I don't know, because that's going to be in 10 years. And to be honest, I love the game a lot, but I don't see myself being on a football field in 10 years. But what I will say about the running back market and the value of it, what do you think is going to happen? They tagged the top three guys. We didn't even get a chance to hit the open market. So when we don't get a chance to hit the open market, it hurts a guy like Miles. It hurts all those other guys. They put the cap at 10. And then when they have the tag, they have all the leverage. And that's the reality of it. But there's a personal side of it too. There's a human side of it too. And going off back to the question what Kim said, how I felt like that they're diminishing what I've done since 2018. I'm not saying that, but everyone will talk about the running back market and this and that and the third. Every team is different. Like everyone, there's a thing that goes up, and I think you mentioned it before about quarterbacks in the Super Bowl and how many rushing yards, the top rusher. But every team is not like every team. Pat Mahomes is a two-time Super Bowl MVP, two-time MVP, and like this is not everybody have Pat Mahomes, and this is no knock to Daniel Jones, so don't even try to flip like that. And then you look at the Eagles who play. Jalen Hurts, a great quarterback. That team is amazing, but every team is not the Eagles. Every team don't have that much talent. And when you come to my situation, come to me personally, I feel like that I helped our team a lot. I feel like not only on the field, but off the field. I feel like as a leader, I feel like obviously there's a conversation of my numbers going down. I think there's a whole lot of other stuff that happened to play. It's the NFL, We were a one-dimensional team in the beginning of the season. We were running the ball. We have a great coach. We played Detroit Lions. They came in, bust that ass, stopped me. We had to switch it up, and we have a great coach with Days and with Cav, and we had a whole new game plan. We came out and found a way to get the job done and make it to the playoffs. But going to the running back market, when you talk about the running back, no, I don't agree with that. I think that it's not fair because I don't think Tennessee Titans is a great team, but Derrick Henry's one of those guys on those team. San Fran's a great team, but Christian McCaffrey's one of those guys on the team. Josh Jacobs, the list go on and on. And I think when you talk about the New York Giants, I think even Pierce came on and said it. I have a lot of respect in this league, and I think that's how it should be viewed.
So you have those that feel like Saquon Barkley is making a hollow threat. He's not going to follow through with this. People are saying there's no way in the world he's going to walk away from $10.1 million right now just because he simply can't afford to do it for the long term. And they feel like if he sits out this season, then he's going to hurt his future earning potential and kind of destroy his career in the same way that Le'Veon Bell did. Now, I feel like what Saquon said was legit, though. And he's talking about respect, right, from the organization and what he feels like he's put into it. And we know a lot of times in business, you don't necessarily get what you earn. You get what you worth at that current time. And the Giants showed some signs of life last year. This was their best season in a while. But we knew we were here with Saquon. He had injuries the previous couple seasons. And let's just face it, running backs don't have the longest careers in the NFL. So I'm pretty sure they're looking at it like, do we want to commit to this young man long term and pay him what he thinks he's worth. Because I know they're looking at the Cowboys situation with Zeke, and they kind of like, do we want to end up like that? Or, are we just going to franchise tag him? If he don't play, yeah, it'll hurt us on the field, but what he has to lose, is it greater than what we have to lose? And I feel like the answer to that question, and Saquon kind of said it. He said it gives the teams all the leverage, and they really do. I mean, is Saquon really going to walk away from that $10 million? That I personally don't see happening. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Can you see Saquon Barkley really holding out? Now, if it's really about respect and everything, I think he could do it. I think he could keep his body ready enough where somebody would be more than glad to grab him next year, or they'll have to come to some sort of agreement. See, the Giants, they want to continue to build off of that postseason appearance last year. But Saquon Barkley, he wants to get compensated, because let's face these facts. This will be his last opportunity to get a big contract like that. So that's why you see running backs holding out at this time. We're going to see how this plays out, though. This is going to be very interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.